Welcome back to a weekly gaming news shows today. This is episode 130 for the week Saturday, December 10th, 2018. Bethesda makes good on Canvas badge weeks after the collector's edition shipped. The $200 Power Armor edition was advertised to include a wearable T-51 helmet and Canvas carrier bag. When purchasers opened the box, they were greeted with a much less quality nylon bag. To make matters worse, Bethesda initially stated that they would not be doing anything about it and offered what was essentially $5 of in-game currency to atone. Bethesda announced that they are now finalizing plans for replacement canvas bags, more in line of what was initially advertised. If you purchase the aforementioned Power Armor Edition, head to Bethesda's support page and fill out the associated form by the end of January 2019. There is no date specified as to when consumers will be receiving the replacement. Epic Games opens their own PC game store to directly compete with Steam. A week after Valve announced changes to the revenue splits for the biggest games on Steam, Epic Games announced their own PC marketplace. Their biggest feature is the split. While the split is usually 70-30 developer market, Epic's store will boast an 88-12 split, meaning developers and publishers are getting to keep more from their sales. Additionally, developers who have built their games using Unreal Engine will not have to pay the 5% cut they normally had. The store is now open with a small selection of games, which is destined to grow with the generous split Epic Games is offering. Bethesda leaks customer info from their support site. Associated directly with the earlier headline regarding Bethesda sending out proper canvas bags, it has been found that users submitting tickets to the site were given full access to the support system, which allowed them to view the tickets of others. With this access, users were able to open and close tickets and view sensitive customer information, including names, addresses, email addresses, and credit cards. The issue has since been fixed, but is another huge black eye for Bethesda in the ongoing, dare I say, baggate. Street Fighter V will be getting in-game ads. With the incoming update on December 11th, ads will appear on the loading screens, stages, and even on costumes. The ads will be for costumes, bundles, and the Capcom Pro Tour. There has been no mention of third-party ads. The ad system is optional, where players can opt out. If players decide to keep the ads active, they will earn extra fight money, Street Fighter's in-game currency, in ranked and casual matches. Kareem Hunt has been cut from Madden 19 days after being cut from the Kansas City Chiefs. If you're not a sports ball fan, you may have missed the event that triggered Kareem Hunt's former Kansas City running back's fall. A video was released by perennial bottom feeders TMZ showing Kareem Hunt push a woman down and then kick her while she's trying to get back to her feet. The incident occurred in February and is now coming to light. The Kansas City Chiefs immediately released Hunt on seeing the footage, and the NFL has suspended him for 10 weeks. EA followed up by erasing him from their game. EA has noted that gamers with Hunt on their ultimate team will have him replaced with a generic player with the same exact stats. Quake Champions trades loot boxes for battle passes in the December update. Quake Champions will remain free to play, but instead of randomized awards, players will be able to purchase seasonal battle passes. The battle passes will be sold for 1,000 platinum, which comes to just under $10. 2 Milli filed suit against Epic Games for using his Milli Rock dance without permission. In his suit, 2 Milli, or Terrence Ferguson, asserts that Fortnite developer Epic Games has been profiting directly off his signature dance without giving credit or seeking permission. The in-game version, the Swipe Dance, is a one-for-one match of Ferguson's Milli Rock dance. In the suit, it is noted that Ferguson applied for copyright protection on December 4th, the day before he filed his suit. Counter-Strike Go adds Battle Royale mode, becomes free to play. The 8-year-old esports stalwarts put in their own spin on things. Instead of the 100-person massive battles of genre leaders Fortnite and PUBG, CSGO's Danger Zone mode, as it's been dubbed, will be 16 players in free-for-all or 18 players in the team-based version. Additionally, CSGO will be moving to a free-to-play model with players who previously paid being granted Prime status, which promises cosmetic bonuses and a Prime-only matchmaking pool. For those that join using the free-to-play version, they can earn Prime status by spending $15. H1Z1 developer Daybreak continues to struggle as they announce layoffs, just as the holiday season begins to head into full swing. A couple of weeks ago, they shuttered the H1Z1 Esports League. Now they are announcing their second round of layoffs in 2018. Daybreak had a previous round of layoffs in April that shaved their roles by a reported 70 employees. The number of affected employees this time has not been reported. There has been no mention of how or if these reductions will affect the current lineup of Daybreak games and projects. Finally, let's do a quick rundown of the 2018 Game Awards. Taking place this past Thursday, big winners at the Game Awards included God of War, which took home 3 Game Awards, including Game of the Year. Other notable winners was Fortnite in Best Ongoing Game, Celeste as the Best Independent Game, and Overwatch as Best Esports Game. Rockstar Doll and Red Dead Redemption 2 took home a pair of awards, while Insomniac's PlayStation 4 hit Marvel Spider-Man was snubbed. Additionally, there were several big game announcements out of the Game Awards, including a first look at Mortal Kombat 11, a follow-up to Far Cry 5, titled Far Cry New Dawn, information on Rage 2, a teaser for a new Dragon Age game. All in all, a good show and some very cool announcements to boot. That will end this episode of a weekly gaming news show. It's 10 and 10. Before I sign off, I would like to give a word to our sponsor, the new challengers. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is out now. And what better time to join a group to learn all of the ins and outs of the game? The new challengers are a burgeoning community of fight game enthusiasts that offer one-on-one training, fight nights, replay critiques, and much more. Supporting games like the aforementioned Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but also Street Fighter V, Dragon Ball FighterZ, Soul Calibur 6, and more. The new challengers have support from many fight game fans. Head on over to www.newchallenger.gg for more information and to sign up. Finally, if you'd like more details on these stories and more, join Trinell and myself for a weekly gaming news show live streamed on Facebook, Twitch, archived on YouTube.